Welcome back to Mountain Connections. Right now we are going to talk about energy healing with Tammy Anderson Ward. She has a conference coming up. Many things are happening. We're so grateful that she's here with us in studio. Tammy, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me back.
So let's start with the basics before we get into the conference and everything coming up. Tell me more about energy healing and what you do.
Okay, so there's actually thousands of energy practitioners all over the world, but some right here in Park City and throughout Utah and the surrounding states that I have specifically met and worked with. And there's lots of different modalities with energy practitioners. If you go to a wellness center or even a chiropractor's office these days, health food stores, there's lots of different places that you can meet them, but they actually deal with the subtle energy fields.
So I think many people, correct me if I'm wrong, but might have a misconception about exactly what that means, what it is, how it would benefit your life, and what you do as someone who's practicing this with clients.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, I have to say, I totally understand that because I was a skeptic at first myself. Now, after having so many different, experiences, personal experiences for myself and for my family, and for, thousands of clients and hearing so many stories from so many different people, I definitely am a believer. But, this is not something that is like woo-woo or, like mystic or skeptic. You don't have to have skepticism about it because it's all evidence-based. There's a lot of organizations, there's data, there's research, there's technology. I mean, it's 2021 now, so there's lots of research. We actually have scientists that are going to be there, providing that evidence. In fact, I have a class called Energy Healing 101 for people who are physicians or in the healthcare field or people who are just looking for themselves. So I'm not here to like prove anything or persuade anyone. It's like, come and learn more. We're an open book. We have nothing to hide. So come and learn more.
And you mentioned this energy field. Explain that.
Yeah, so we actually are made up of lots of different systems. You can see your skin, your bones, you can feel your muscles, right? Those are all things that you can tangibly touch. But we're also made up of energy systems. We have chakras, meridians. If you've ever had acupuncture before or a foot zone, then you have had work done within those energy fields. There's so many different varieties, literally thousands of different modalities that deal with these subtle energy fields now. But if you've tried other things and you haven't gotten the results that you're looking for, or you're more, you want to do something that's a little bit non-invasive, this is a great option for a lot of people nowadays. And a lot of people are getting more in touch with, how can I do this a little bit more naturally? And this is just another option. It's more of a complementary type of offering here. It's not either or, right? So, I mean, people even in hospitals along the East Coast now are using Reiki right before surgeries because it's clinically proven that people will heal faster if they do Reiki right before surgery and right after surgery. So all of this is documented and, of course, what we're wanting to teach people and introduce them to.
And when you look back at the pandemic, this crazy time, this crazy year, how have people utilized you, and what were you able to do to help individuals during this extremely stressful time with their health? How did you shift gears and pivot like everything else, but also in a field that people really need?
Yeah, well, I'm an event producer. First of all, that's like the main thing that I do. So where I couldn't host events, in person, we actually did shift and we provided free offerings ever since March of 2020. So we've did, weekly classes for people on our Facebook page, Energy Healing Conference. And we just want people to learn more. It's all about education for us because when you know more, then you make different choices, And so we've had, experts from all over the world come on there. Arizona, India, Colorado, like really across the country. And actually across the world. So it's been wonderful. We have pivoted in that way to provide additional education to help people be more empowered. But I know practitioners that their calendars filled up like crazy because people realized, oh, I'm not just a physical being. There's more to me than this. I'm also made up of emotions and energy. And when people are dealing with stressful situations, just being able to release that and to be able to empower themselves with new ways to be able to just go, oh, I can do this. You know, even when I got on set here today, you were like, whoa, you look like a different person. Yeah, I used to eat my emotions a lot of the time, and I didn't realize it. So I learned new ways, and I feel better. You know, I learned a new way of dealing with emotions, and you can see it visibly, right? And for a lot of people, it's a lot of different ways. You know, maybe they were doing too much Facebook, or I don't know, you can even work out too much, or so they say, right? There's a lot of things that, you know, people deal with emotions in different ways, but just to learn something that's new and healthy for them can be really, you know, life-changing. So.
Do you find, because of this past year, because of the experiences we've all been through collectively, that more people are being attracted to what you do and
Absolutely.
more people are interested?
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I just have felt so grateful to be in a position where we were, so that we can provide it as a global offering, you know, because before we were just doing live events, but we were set up so that we could train people. I've been mentoring people since 2015 in how to do energy wellness for themselves. And so, yeah, our numbers went through the roof. Yeah, it's been good.
And now it's exciting news because you have a conference. You're actually able to put one on.
Yay.
The time is right. It's safe. It's happening. Tell me more about it.
Yes, I'm so excited. It's actually happening this weekend, June 18th and 19th, and we do have virtual tickets as well as live attendance, because I know there actually are some countries that haven't opened up the borders yet, and we still want to be able to provide this for them. So we're doing a hybrid event, so you can attend either virtually or live in person. There's over 40 classes to choose from, so we say there's something for everyone. Whether you're learning about emotion code, or, you know, the subtle energy medicine that you can use, or something for, you know, physical, whatever it is that you're looking for, there's lots of different classes to learn from. And then, of course, we have over 80 vendors as well, lots of different products. And different people to talk to and to try out. There's going to be massage therapy. We've got some yoga instructors. Essential oils, of course, is always a huge favorite for a lot of people. There's a lot of new things that we have also that we haven't had before. Of course, there's a huge gemstone hall. We have light therapy. I mean, like 80 vendors. Like, it's going to be so much fun, even if you just did the vendors, but there's tons of classes too.
It really does sound like there's something for everyone. How is the conference organized, the format of it, whether it's a virtual or in person? If someone's feeling a little apprehensive about it, they're not sure if they want to participate, sometimes it's better to know what to expect. So what would you tell them, and how is it going to work over the couple of days that the conference is going on?
Absolutely. Okay, and then we also have a sound bath experience, I was thinking too. So Friday from 5 to 10 p.m., we have just one set of classes. So people can come on for 15 bucks, get a virtual ticket, and then those classes are available to them for a whole week. So even if they can't attend live, they can still join in, you know, when it's convenient for their schedule, right? So that's Friday night. And then Saturday, there's actually going to be 5 different classes for them to choose from, starting at 8 a.m., going clear through till 7 p.m. There's just lots of different choices. So really, it's wherever they feel drawn to go, they can just go into those classes. And if it's not like a great class for them, they can literally go to another class. It's no pressure. It's not like you choose one track and you're stuck there. There's really just so many different ways to be able to learn. And if you don't find a spot in the schedule that you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go to this, you could literally go out and meet some vendors and, you know, connect with other people. So
it's an excellent way to be introduced to energy healing, or if someone is already familiar, to be able to dig in and learn even more of it. And if someone can't come to the conference, what can they do to connect with you afterwards, and what's happening next?
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you so much for having me on, Christine. So energyhealingconference.com is our website. We have tons of different classes. You can go to our Facebook page too, Energy Healing Conference. And one of the things that I tell people is, if you're just kind of tipping your toes in, you're like not really sure, read some books. You know, we have Dr. Bradley Nelson, author of The Emotion Code, who is one of our speakers, is going to be there. We actually have some other people. Amy Winsett is coming out with her own book. Shelley Jo Wallstrom is having a huge book signing. There's lots of different ways that you can learn from any of the speakers there. By going to our website, you're going to see all of the different offerings that are listed there. come and hang out with us. Come follow us on Facebook, or, you know, attend virtually. There's no pressure whatsoever. You know, you can, you know, observe and participate at your comfort level and your preference. So.
Well, thank you so much, Tammy, for being here. I love feeling your passion, your energy.
Yes, I'm very passionate.
It's exciting that this conference is happening and that many people are more interested in improving their health, improving their overall lives to be able to be a part of this. So thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll be back with more right here on Mountain Connections right after this.